What is going on, soccer card fans? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. And today we're here with a video on should you open insert new soccer product here, whatever it may be, right? This video is going to be about should you open packs for whatever reason you might have. I see this question a lot in Discord, so I'll always be able to reference this video if I see that. But basically, this is a question a lot of people ask for many different reasons. What I conclude is that, packs are the most accessible thing. You really don't have to know anything to, buy it, open it, get the cards, see what they're worth, and then go sell them. It's all very intuitive. It's all very available. So it's sort of the quickest way to get into the hobby, and that's why, packs are sort of what brings in a lot of people into this. From what I can tell, typically there's the same sort of things that people are looking from the question, should I buy these packs, rip these packs, whatever, right? Typically what they're asking is, can I make money off these? Are these going to make me money? And that's what we'll talk about here in a second, what most of this video is about. The answer, spoiler, is most of the time no. Now, other reasons you would buy packs, first is just collecting. If you want to have fun, that's perfectly fine. I think that that's a reasonable way of going about it. However, it's not the only way you should go about it, because if you're only collecting new product, that really shows you don't care about the history or the holistic thing that you're in, so that is problematic. Two, people could be looking for, a quick gamble. In that case, I think that's actually fair. I think that, packs are a gamble. No matter what people try to tell you or however much people try to say, it's not as much gambling. I don't know. Breakers try to play down the gambling thing, I think, because, they're basically running like unregulated casinos. But realistically, it is gambling. And if you look at it like that, it is good in the sense of, you're going to lose money, and you should accept that more than likely, right? Don't look at it as a gamble that you can win, because that's, I guess that's not really what gambling is. You can't expect to win typically through gambling, especially in a scenario where you don't control anything, really. And then finally, you could keep it sealed, and I guess then you wouldn't be asking, should I open the packs? You'd be asking, should I buy this box? And typically for sports cards, I don't like buying new sealed boxes. If you want to go back and buy older boxes that are sealed, I think that that's okay. Even for, I guess, modern Pokemon or something like that, like a true legacy brand that has affordable product and will stand the test of time, right? And that's what you're missing out with modern sports cards. One, it's not affordable, it's usually overpriced. And two, you don't even know if those guys are going to stand the test of time. So it's really a gamble on two different ends that I would avoid at all costs. So let's go ahead and get on over to the meat of this video in terms of, can I make money? That question that a lot of people ask, I will answer it in my best ability now. So we'll go through different tiers of what you can buy at the moment for different prices, and then what you could buy alternatively as far as cards or stickers go for soccer. So we're starting with the $50 tier. This is going to be your 50 sticker pack box of World Cup stickers that Panini's putting out. This is the American version where you can get parallels. So starting off in the pros, I mean, it's fun to collect. Personally, I open some of these because I think they're fun, and that's just kind of, part of what goes on with the World Cup. A lot of people do this type of thing. It's very cheap, very accessible, at least for, modern product. It also is pretty universal / tradable. You can talk to a lot of people and, swap stickers, and that's sort of the fun and how this all was built. And then it is the first World Cup album to have colors in it too, which is pretty notable considering, this has been going on for a while and it's only just the first, right? So next is the cons, and I'm going to have this for everything. It's mass produced, of course. World Cup stickers are the most heavily produced collectible, I'd imagine. The value retention is not going to be there. You can look back at like 1998 stickers of, even not, I guess not the best of the best, but great players, and they don't really sell for much. There are also other set variants, so, stickers aren't the only thing coming out for this World Cup. In the past, it might have been mostly stickers. Now you got stickers, you got cards, you got rare cards, you got a lot of different segments people can go into if they want. And then for some reason, the last con says first World Cup album with colors, but that's not a con, that's very good. So that's really it. Here, I don't think that the cons heavily outweigh the pros. Personally, I bought this box. I don't think it's terrible. What I will say is, for $50, what else could you get? You may be wondering. These are just some things I found on eBay, so, don't take it as gospel. You don't have to buy these, but we have a Jadon Sancho numbered out of 200 rookie. For those that know, Jadon Sancho was like the last, one of the last big things that now no one cares about, I guess. I have no Jadon Sancho bags. I'm not plugging it because of that. I'm just pointing out like, hey, this is what happens, I guess, to a collectible guy that doesn't become collectible, but maybe he becomes collectible again. You don't know. Beyond that, there's a Kubala sticker that is graded PSA 6, and that's a really old sort of, key set that has some good players in it from Madrid in those days. Beyond that, you have the Mia Hamm 9.5. I don't think that's a rookie. Oh God, I'm gonna look really bad, aren't I? That might be a rookie. I don't know. People say rookie. I never know what to believe in terms of rookies, so we're just gonna call it a rookie. If it's not, don't kill me. But you know, a nice Mia Hamm card and a 9.5 going for 50 bucks. And then finally you have a Del Piero BGS7, sort of a wavy sticker in there, but nonetheless, I mean, these are all pretty cool cards in my opinion that you can get for $50. And if you gave me any of these, I would take them instead of the horde of stickers that you're gonna get in that box. At least if we're talking, you know, I wanna hold this and resell it later. That's how I would go about it. But like I said, there are different pros for why you could do the packs. So honestly, I don't even mind opening these packs, but I wouldn't do it for money purposes because I'd much rather have any of the cards shown here. Next, we go to the 400 section where we have a hobby box of World Cup Prism. For the pros here, I have Messi World Cup Prism from his World Cup winning year, so I do think that has some importance. Colors galore. Also on top of that, a mainstay set and cheaper than expected, at least in my opinion. Whenever I was looking at what the World Cup 2022 Prism boxes would be priced at a while ago, I was thinking much higher. So I'm happy with it, at least personally. Not that I bought any of these or opened any of these. On the con side, it is the third World Cup Prism. You know, a lot of people don't even look at 2018 with a ton of, you know, love in their heart at the moment. So I don't know how they'll look at the third World Cup Prism. Beyond that, value retention is going to be difficult in the sense that if you open up this box, you're most likely going to get no one because, you know, the player list is just massive. The checklist for the sets, you know, just a ton of players. So you're going to hit mostly players you do not know from random countries. On top of that, other set variants, again, you have lots of other options if you want high-end product. We'll talk more about that in a second. And then also the availability. I mean, when we talk about why 2018, 2014 World Cup Prism, you know, boxes, packs are so expensive, is because no one can buy them. But right now, at least for this World Cup, I mean, they're pretty available. I see a lot of people all over trying to sell World Cup Prism packs. So again, you're going to have that supply just constantly dampering down on that market, at least until the supply is sort of soaked up. So for the alternatives here, I have a couple different Messi rookies here on the left, a PSA 7 and a PSA 8. Both of these are great cards in my opinion, both Messi rookies. I'd probably rather have the 8 because I'd take a higher grade rather than, I think, the better looking card on the left. Then on top of that, you have a Lewandowski Gold. This is his first Prism card, so Lewandowski's first Prism Gold. I'd much rather have that over basically anything that you could get out of this. And on top of that, you have Mbappe's sticker rookie in a PSA 8, so also a very nice card that, you know, was one of the hobby darlings recently, still is, but that sticker's sort of fallen out of favor a little bit more than it used to be, at least. And so those are 4 amazing cards of pretty legendary players of the modern day, I would say, that you could get for the same price as that World Cup Prism box. And, you know, I'd imagine that a very, very, very high percentage of people that open up that World Cup Prism box definitely would have taken one of these cards instead by the time they're done with it. Going into it, yeah, it's a fun gamble, fun, exciting, you know, what are you going to get? And then when you end up getting a couple, I guess, you know, Saudi players in a out of 235 parallel that you don't even know, it's not as fun. So again, some great alternatives there. We'll move on to the $1,500 range. We'll speed through the pros and cons. I'll throw them both up. Basically here you have brand appeal. This is national treasure, so people like that. You have the Messi World Cup win, of course. High-end pulls and a big boy gamble. Beyond that, sticker autos are in here, a lot of them, so it's not that crazy. A lot of, you know, I guess base cards, they are numbered, but there's nothing, you know, crazy about them. And non-game used patch cards as well do exist. Opportunity cost is going to be a con, and the big gamble means more than likely a big loss. So let's see what you could get for, instead of a $1,500 box, you could get a variety of different rookies here that we can go through right now. So this PSA 6 Pele is, it's kind of hard to tell, but Pele's right here on the left, number 10. And it's not necessarily, I guess, the most rare of cards, but it's a more rare Pele card. In a PSA 6-2, a rookie, of course, it is sort of an in-action shot. It's more so a picture, but still a Pele rookie, or you could get some sticker autos of, you know, random players of the modern day. Beyond that, you can get a Maradona PSA 1 Estampas. You might even be able to get a little bit higher. This was actually on the lower end, about $1,200. You can get a PSA 9 Mundi Chromo Messi. These are really hard to get centered, and that's, you know, moderately centered, I would say. And then also you have the Ronaldo 2002 football sticker in a PSA 7. Really hard sticker to find, generally speaking, and, you know, one of the 2 rookies for Ronaldo. So for me, that's a huge sticker. And again, I'd imagine most people that open up National Treasures, once they're done are going to wish that they bought something like this instead. And that's not to say that you have to go out and buy these exact cards or whatever it is. I'm not really pushing the cards, the particulars of what's going on here. Really, all I did was went on eBay or PWCC and just found things that sold in that range and just picked things I like. So sure, I like these, but I'm not saying that, you know, you got to pick one of these or one. I'm just saying in general, the type of cards you can get for the prices of modern day products is really extreme. Now, this brings me into Eminence, which is, you know, definitely a fun one to talk about. I will say though, we'll throw the pros and cons up there right now, but this pro of Messi World Cup win cannot be understated enough. I actually think that that's, you know, a big selling point of these modern products. If that didn't exist, these things would be preposterous, in my opinion, in terms of, you know, expected value of what you're ripping. With the Messi World Cup win, it makes this whole, you know, card ecosystem from this year worth a lot more. With pros, you get on-card autos, you get match worn, you get a big gamble. It's exclusive to you. I mean, just watching people break this, you can tell how giddy everyone is. So it's fun, right? For the cons, there's not as many cons, honestly. I mean, it's hard to make cons for such a great, you know, product, but there are some stickers or player-worn items, so that's a little bit of a damper. Opportunity cost is another one I'm going to go with here. However, that might be lessened. I feel like your expected value percentage would be higher on Eminence than National Treasures per se. But you also have a big gamble, which is typically big losses. But in here, you're at least going to get something. However, you know, for $15,000, you should get something. So I don't think that's anything to write home about. For $15,000 though, the alternative here, you could get some nice cards. So on the left-hand side, we have a Maradona PSA 5 rookie. The rookie topic, I guess, for Maradona is debatable, but there was also a disc, which is his true rookie. That's a year earlier, but looks worse in my opinion, and they sold for basically the same price. So you could swap in either one for the Maradona. You can get a mid to really what is a high grade Maradona rookie for the same price as this. Beyond that, you could get a Holland Topps Museum out of 25 RPA. Now this is a sticker auto, so you got to look at that however you want, but I think that's an amazing card again. And then beyond that, we have two cards over here. We have a Maradona out of 5 on-card auto from 2018 Eminence, and we have a Cristiano Ronaldo on-card from 2018 Eminence as well. The kicker being, you could get both the Maradona and the Ronaldo for the price of this Eminence box. So, you know, when I look at it that way, personally, I'd much rather have the Maradona rookie than the Eminence box. Same thing goes with, maybe not. I don't think so. I don't think I would take the Holland, but maybe someone would. And then beyond that, I would definitely take the Maradona and the Ronaldo paired together over the box and what lies within it. But that's just an example of sort of what you can do without having to go and buy a box, right? I think that basically a lot of people feel that, you know, buying the box is the way to go because it's easy, because it's quick, because it just makes sense, right? And in anything, in life and the hobby and whatever you're doing, the easy, sensible, quick way to do something typically isn't the way to do something, right? Because if it was, everyone would be doing that and it would be abused, and then, you know, it would revert to doing something else, right? That's how this all works. And at the end of the day, you can't make good money doing something that everyone wants to do, which is open packs and have fun, right? That's not going to be a majorly profitable way to go about it unless you really dig into some niche nooks and crannies that can actually be positive expected value upon ripping, but that is very, very rare and not going to happen at your local wall. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Would also love to hear your experiences with ripping. If you do it, why you do, why you don't. You know, I understand there's people on both sides of that, so we'd love to hear that. If you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.